everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Eras mod. I don't actually remember what we did last time around, but what we're gonna do today is also up for debate. I've got three different options, sort of. Currently, of course, we've got Napoleon here, ready to strike at the Austrians, and as we've now actually have brought Soule up to Milan, holding that, it sort of covers Napoleon from, or at least we have an understanding of what's going on in the area, so if Napoleon attacks, we know that this is the only thing the Austrians have, so it's not like we go all out, try to take the fort, and we end up destroyed. So that's one option. Then of course we've got Grouchy moving in on the Mecklenburg army that took Pamplona to deal with them, but I kind of recapturing an area I already captured. I want to do something else for this one, I think. So probably gonna hold off on that. But I'm pretty sure if I advanced here, even though I can't reach the town, they would intercept me as I moved forward. And then the third of what I think we're actually going to do today, which will be rather a large battle. We'll take Marshal Ney and Suchet, and we'll go ahead and cross over into Hanover. Now, it's really close here. Sometimes this is extended, though, in mods. So I wonder if we might just get all of them in one huge battle. And if that happens, there's a thing. I don't pause in games in the game or stuff like that, or go to slow motion and try and do that, because I feel like that's a little bit cheating against the AI to sort of pause in the middle of it just to have the time to, do all your moves. At the same thing, I kind of have the same feeling sometimes about the battle timer. Like, the 60 minutes is sort of, you have a certain amount of hours during the day to do your battle. If you are not able to force the enemy off during that day, you'll have to pull back. Or, it would be battle the second day, but in this case, Napoleon doesn't work like that. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and turn off the limit for this battle, just so we get the whole of it. But I wonder what your idea is around that, in sort of certain stuff that you can affect to, not completely crush the AI, like pausing, or what do you think about the sort of time limit on battles? With that said, I think we're going to go ahead and attack. Just before we go ahead and do that, I've started building on the fleet. So we're building 3 ships right now. The Bucentaur, the Neptune, and the Indomitable. Basically all these ships seems to be one-off ships that are named. So, everyone can get like a named ship. And that's what I'm talking about. Or a lot of you. So for the members, I'm thinking I'll put up a post, I think. A membership post where you can post if you want a ship, and I'll put the list of what the name of the ship is and how many guns it has. But right now we are building. I was building up this port because I wanted the discount, because we have the lumber mill. But of course I make 26,000 per turn. I was kind of, it's not that big of a difference if we look at, say, the frigate here. It costs 768 in this port. It costs 870. So it's not that big of a difference, especially when you make as much money as I do. So currently we are making quite a few ships. We're going to be making 7 pretty reasonable sized ships. I think I can even take on this smaller British Navy, although the British are, you know, probably pull off a victory somehow. Or if I go after the Mecklenburg force. Really what I want to do is, none of these are actually threatening anything. What I would really like to do is bring the fleet around so I can take out the Sardinian Piedmont, or the Sardinian fleet, so we can deal with that and make it easier for me to actually land on Sardinia and take that out, and in extension then also leave it open for Grouchy later when he lands on the Balearic Islands. Hopefully we'll be able to, yeah, I'll be starting recruiting all of these troops as well to add them to sort of an army, or make some sort of Italian brigade for an army. It looks like maybe 2 even, given the amount of different troops there are. But with that, it's time for us to attack, and since it's such a big battle, I think we'll go ahead and lead with Ney, and then Suchet will come in as reinforcements. At this point, it would be good as sort of reinforcement army if I actually had Kirkman's gunners as horse artillery. They're on the way here, so I will be renaming Kirkman's gunners so he'll actually get horse artillery. I think, given the range of canister and so on, I think it will be very useful to have cannons that I can quickly move into position and sort of aid me, not just with canister, but like, you know, getting on flanks and so on, and quickly move it up with the army, not leaving them far behind. Although we don't get the same amount of cannons for such a force, but I think that will be... Oh, you're blocking now? I was just going to move him up so that he you know, if this guy is intercepted, which he was. He's intercepted on the bridge. That's kind of interesting. That was not what I intended, but what we notice as well is that all Hanoverians are brought in. Even the army up here is brought in to the fight. So we're looking at a force of 8,000 men against our close to 7,000, 6,000 something force. What I want to do is, I probably don't need to bring in the general first. It might be better to set up here, so the first thing I bring in, cannons. I'm pretty sure what will survive in this army is probably the cannons. So cannons will not probably be that useful to start off with. What will be useful is to have infantry come in right at the start, so they can, you know, have time. They have the time to march into position. So we get like 5 infantry, and then all the cavalry can turn up. Because they can move into position rather quickly. And then we'll have the guns, and, you know, hopefully we won't need to be using that much of this army, but we'll see. And also now, because it's such a big battle, we will go ahead and change it, so instead of 60 minutes there's no limits. But I want to hear your opinion, commenting on this. If you think there should be the 60-minute limit, or if it should be unlimited. Most of the time the battles don't go 60 minutes, and I use the clock more to like check like, oh, how long has this battle gone on, and that gives me an idea if I can do a second battle in the episode, or so on. But enough talking. It's time for us to take to the field. I'm hoping it's not going to be a bridge battle, because that's going to be quite annoying. So I'm hoping we'll get a flat field with wonderful terrain in our favor. With that said, let's draw the sword and march to victory. The fight is about to start. I just was about to set up to do my speech here at the beginning, when they move up a load of cavalry on our right. We're going to form square with the Oldenburgers. On the right side, I've got the Germans. On the left side, I got the Trillier Grenadiers. In the center, I've got 3 units of reserve, which is the 112th, the Irish, and the 18th. We've got 1 cannon on each side, and hopefully that will work. Oh shit, are they coming for my... Yes, they are. They will receive some aid from the square, far in the back. But let's see about getting you guys down here towards the enemy. And then we're gonna hide under the lip of the hill. And hopefully, maybe, if they get on top of that, I can focus everything on them. Or even have my heavy cavalry ride them down. I'm gonna move the general over here to inspire that charge. Guns setting up in the back. The enemy had a lot of guns, but they moved them all into the woods. Oh, we overrun the enemy, and we continue to overrun the enemy. But now the Grenadiers are about to fire in this square, so it will hurry back and try to avoid that. Enemy reinforcements are already on the way. You know what I will do? They are already firing there. I will order these to run up and fire close range. This is gonna be kind of murder. We just lost 60 men moving up here. The general is close though. Once we are able to return fire, you should hold fire because you're about to shoot your own. We'll hope that we can do something similar to them, which was not the case. I was able to do pretty good damage. This is the thing that's kind of changed when it changed to multiple ranks or more ranks being able to fire than just the first, is that of course fire by rank becomes useless, and now, you know, quick maneuver, like trying to quick maneuver there into position to attack these guys did not pay out. Okay, you know what? Let them take that hill. But as they now rear, show themselves, we will shoot them down. Okay, guns, you're gonna have to set up really close there. General's gonna sit there. Cavalry setting up there. Did I forget to go offline on Steam? Hopefully all of these focusing in there. Oh, we've got heavy cavalry coming in. Just in time, hopefully, for the 10th to shoot them down. They're heading for the lights. Yeah, they're suffering a lot. All of these should be focusing in. Unfortunately for my Bavarians, standing right up at the front did not do them any good. The Oldenburg troops are firing up the flank here. Both the Bavarians are then gone. We might as well order them to leave. That did not go as intended, for sure. Open fire into that mess. Okay, you're set to canister. The lights will retire. I'm surprised 3 units firing from down here isn't completely destroying the unit on top of the hill. We'll fire canister here first, get rid of that. Hopefully this guy pulls up and the canister will be more effective. And now you will turn to fire that way. Since the Bavarians are gone, the entire reserve brigade will move up. You know what? If they want to ride like the last one, just right ahead of all of that, then be my guest and get shot to pieces. Form square. and have the dragoons join in the fight. Cavalry coming in here. Getting fired upon by my cavalry. It's Guard Corps. Not great. They're not actually going after the cavalry, they're going after the Oldenburg regiment. Continuously firing canisters, probably gonna work. The dragoons saw the enemy off here. Leave the square. Dragoons back there. Okay, now we'll see about firing in these guys as they come over the top of the hill. The cavalry is now fighting each other. Let's see about coming around and shooting them. The square is aiding in the dealing of damage there. Let's see. The 2 units of Bavarians needs to leave, so I can bring in reinforcements. Alright, the enemy was seen off there. Switch to round shot, fire on the top of the hill. The enemy is advancing here. I need you to angle yourself a little bit better. Who's running now? The cavalry! Shit, I should have ordered these guys in earlier. I mean, if they didn't stand, then surely these guys won't. I need to get rid of these guys, see if I can maybe go through here. These lines are really way too thick. We're hoping that the troops here will just deal with this. I want to make sure that these guys don't come back. Which I think we just did, and then turn back and hit these. Cannons focus in on the back. And then these 3 as they fire will instead advance and try and take position there. Oh, they're running. Might as well run so we have time to get some of those reinforcements in. Bavarians start running. Oldenburgers forward. Lights forward. Reserve brigade is up. Oh, we got Jaegers out there. Dragoons. Swing around, hit them over there. Alright, we'll stay kind of in the cover of the hill. So not really on top of it. The hill kind of goes back and forth. This Bavarian right here, that fight was that was disaster. I thought, because the first shot mostly went into the hill, that I could get my second shot off, but they just took too long to get in order, and with that they got destroyed, as we saw. I want more of these guys to come closer to the hill so I can punch the big cavalry units straight in at them. Dragoons make their charge. If the general staff want to sit there and die, then he might as well. We got pretty good focus fire on this area. And it looks like we're breaking them. The Green Rascals. And heavy squadron of dragoons. If they want to stay like that, I'm going to form square. Also, you're going to pursue until they're completely destroyed. What's this unit? Oh, the cavalry unit. You will leave. You will leave. Are they targeting that with the artillery? Or are they... Oh, no, they're targeting my heavy cavalry. Which has also hit the general. God damn it. We've broken down some of their guns. Cavalry attack. The Green Rascals. Dragoons dealt with that force. Move back. You can now drop the square. Oh, we gotta move. The enemy's moving on the attack. This could be the chance for the heavy cavalry to do an attack here on all the infantry. Maybe it's time to move this gun up closer here. Enemy general got killed. Lights up. Oldenburg troops onto the flank. These are about to give way, I think. This brigade entirely is very... they've taken a lot of damage, but you can see that most of these are kind of in... sort of with a flank towards this side. They're gonna take a long time to order that brigade into the right, so the 18th will punch through. And these will go here. Ney's cavalry will move up right there. Ney will follow, sit right behind, inspire, and then punch through. They were... okay, so they don't even need to form properly. And the 18th takes forever to get their shit together. Alright, there we go. God damn it. Cavalry will sit right here. We don't have that much infantry here, actually. So, forward. Forward. '18th. Back. These guys back here. Right. Oh, what's going on here? Remnants of general staff. Our artillery will be moving forward. Another general! Another cavalry, King's German Legion Dragoon. It's a big unit. Okay, they're doing their advance. They're kind of coming straight towards the heavy cavalry though, which I don't want. I want to go in on a flank so that we don't, you know, get destroyed. Which could be a great risk here. Let's see if we can't do a maneuver here. Move forward quickly. Fire up the flank here. Continuous fire is breaking down the cavalry over there. If they come a little bit more forward, then we can have the heavy cavalry come down the hill. There's only 130 of them, then they will go on to the grenadiers. The problem here is the enemy in the back haven't really lost enough men, I feel like, to be easily broken like the rest of them. So would definitely need something else to be brought in. Focusing on the cavalry instead of the guns. Oh shit! Completely missed dragoon attack on that side. My best option here is to form square. And then see about maybe saving the Oldenburg group by retreating into the friendly square. Pretty clever. Oh, now they're coming at. Shit. Inspire. Go for it. They're lining up for the fire. Ooh, yes. Wonderful. Keep going through. The Oldenburgers, unfortunately, broken. Let's follow up here. with the infantry going hard after them. There's no point in rallying that. There's only 130 of them left. Another general wants to tangle with the dragoons. I'm not interested in that. I'm more interested in Brunswick and infantry. Let's go ahead and break their main force now. No, they broke... Shit. The enemy's heavy cavalry keeps breaking me. Marshal Ney's cavalry needs aid. Marshal Ney himself needs aid as he's at risk of getting overrun here. He managed to get out of dodge. Okay, not shoot our cavalry in the back. Go through. Go through. Form square, go through. Hit the Brunswickens. Go through. Go through. Come on, lights. Alright, we just need to wait for Pierre. He needs to get his bloody baguette in order. Alright, the heavy cavalry. The heavy cavalry did its job. It actually seemed to have gone through all of it. The only thing is left is this grenadier. Otherwise, I seem to have forced the enemy army off. After very heavy fighting, though. The entire front line will hold fire. Yeah, the heavy cavalry is exhausted. You know what? Try and hold here. Dragoons, go after these. These will open fire again. Cannons, hold fire. Enemy cavalry is coming back. Lights turn around. Oh, they're going after the poor old Oldenburgers. Oldenburgens. Oldenburgers. The hamburgers. The heavy cavalry is exhausted. They've lost 50 men. The howitzer over here started firing upon them. They will slowly make it back to line. Let's go ahead and examine what we have left here. Some of these definitely need to be moved out of field to bring up replacements instead. Or they're gonna just shadow them and try and destroy them, are they? King's German Legion Dragoons. Instead of doing anything worthwhile. They're very tired, but let's see if I can get a better angle there. The heavy cavalry is exhausted. They're getting shelled by enemy howitzers. Oh, reinforcements! Eric, Trillier Grenadier Guard is turned up. Oh, we've got enemies out there. God damn it. They're gaining points from slaughtering the German troops. I'd say it's time to reorganize here. Send some troops away and allow Suchet's army to take over. Oh, they killed a lot of them. Come on. You better get them now. They're exhausted, so you should have plenty of time to shoot at them. Marshal Ney is right next to you. You're 100 against 26. Try and break that. You will set up, try and break that. Still have big flanker unit. These guys 143. They will leave. 118, 155. I guess both of these will leave as well. And then really the 18th at 165 should also leave. And 82 should probably also leave, actually. But the heavy cavalry will stay. The dragoons will stay. They've only lost 5. The new unit that just arrived, Eric, he will stay. The 8th battalion will stay. Cannon, of course, will stay. And then the 112th and the Irish Legion will stay. They'll move back to the hill. So you'll leave, and you will leave as well. We'll put them back here again. We got more units. Noah Culver, Napoleon Lesser coming in. Good, good. Reinforcements needed. At this point, we're looking at... oh, he actually got that gun. Both will focus in on that and try and destroy that. As we're waiting for the enemy to bring in their reinforcement army to have basically the second battle, I think we might as well just go ahead and speed up until that point where we've got the second main battle. The enemy is now close, that we're starting to trade musket fire with the skirmishers. Starting trading fire with the enemy. Right now it looks like they're heading down this road, coming down the road. A lot of Suchet's troops have arrived, but at the same time not that many. We've got 2 dragoons, one of which has been in the battle from the start, and then it's been added on with the 3rd heavy. I'm moving extra troops over to this side, or no, the extra troops were moved into here. Napoleon Lesser and a Fusilier Chasseur is moved in here, and then the Irish and the 112th is going to be flanking in. I'm also moving 2 Hussars out to that side. What are these guys doing? They're going directly, just straight at us. The skirmishers will retire. Not entirely sure what this unit is doing. Unusual behavior. They're going straight after the lights, or trying to anyways. At this point, they're like perfect targets for the light to just shoot them down. Ooh, look at the amount of troops right here. Dragoons. Heavy cavalry. Hold fire. Switch to canister. Second battery. Target this area. Heavy cavalry come down here. General. In support, we've got another Hussar unit. The other 2 Hussars. We got 2 rifles here. Should be easy enough to run down with those. Yeah, the enemy was broken over here. No clue what they were trying to do. Okay, lights, move aside. Let's start from this side. Dragoons will attack. Hussars will attack. So 3rd, go for that battalion. You head for that. Inspire heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry goes for these. Oh, they're kind of down below. But we did some damage there. Fire on these further away. Hussars, go for the lights. Infantry up onto the hill. Lights in front. And then the 2 infantries behind. Heavy cavalry, head for the center. Dragoons, head for the center. Infantry forward, lights forward. You are holding fire. The Hussars going in there. General following up. The 2 Hussars going in here. Breaking the lights. We've got a square forming in there. Both the Hussars will hurry through. Forward. Go in there. Right, the cavalry is completely surrounding all of that. Infantry, hurry up there. Lights there. Okay, let's not try and fire straight into that mess, even if it's tempting. It's complete pandemonium in the woods. Kind of hard to tell what's going on. Ney's heavy cavalry is not too happy. Oh, you're shooting You're shooting the flankers, unfortunately. Let's pull off Ney's cavalry first. And then the dragoons, the hussars. Oh, Suchet has arrived. Okay, the cavalry is pulling off. It was sort of successful in pulling off.
Our men are running, sir.
Alright, fire at will. Fire at will. Fire at will. A large part of the cavalry made it. Okay, these two, hurry up onto here. Should have ordered them up earlier. We're kind of blocking the cannon here. Maybe you can move like this. And you will hopefully be able to fire above. Fire in the square. Canister, fire at will. Heavy losses on a lot of these, but we do have the 6th Dragoons. The 6th Dragoons has done fairly well in terms of being able to not taking... Oh, we're shooting through our own, yeah. Fire further away. Do I have any more? We've got cannons coming in. Oh. Don't got a really good spot for you, I'm afraid, but you can set up there. Move in and join the attack. The lights will be ordered back. At this point, everyone who's on the field will stay on the field. This wood, I mean, there's quite a few bodies inside that wood. The canister should be having quite the targets here to fire at. It's even more reinforcements coming in. Should be sort of-ish perfect targets. It's a light Fusilier unit plus a lot of retreating units here. We'll order in the cavalry once more. Hold fire. You guys will advance instead. You will advance this way. Go after the retreating troops. You will hold, actually fire on these over there. Switch to round shot, fire on these. Right, the enemy units are being overrun. We've got the army advancing. The lights coming in, joining in. 8-pounder and Kirkman's gunners ready to set up. Grenadiers and a bunch of nonsense coming on here. Sharpshooters. Cavalry has won their fight and is now cutting down enemies, but if they continue here, I feel like they're not gonna do too well. So I'm gonna reorganize them, and we're just gonna keep the infantry fighting here. Plus they're exhausted. Do I have any sizable hussar unit left? 35, 39. Yeah. Not a lot of numbers. You know what, cavalry, you can quickly leave the field. And then I can get something that might actually be a little bit useful to me. We're creating a half circle around the troops here. I can't believe there's more coming in. The 8-pounder should be setting up. Kirkman's gunners unfortunately stuck a little bit in the woods there. 6 dragoons. The amount of kills the 6 dragoons and Marshal Ney's cavalry has managed to achieve is probably quite astounding. Being able to run down so many of the enemy force. I was a little bit too hot on the porridge though with the big cavalry assault, as we lost too many cavalry troopers and we didn't actually break the enemy. It could have been that maybe if I had held on and continued that fight, we would have been able to break them. But it's a little bit late for that now. Let's see if we can't move in closer and destroy these. The thing though, as this is happening, I don't know if there's gonna come any more troops. Oh, that's why the reinforcement's so slow. The problem now is more that everyone's tired and that everyone's lost so many troops. This one really needs to get charged instead. Kirkman's gunners about to set up. You're not very happy with your situation. Fusiliers attack there. Head further out so we can flank in a bigger angle. Are there any more coming in? Yeah, they keep coming. The reinforcements keep coming. But I am moving them towards the edge here. I charge to send the sharpshooters away. Hurry into your position behind the fence. Right, the rifle's done for. Two lights will take a position in between. We're getting fired upon here. We've got pretty good cover. This unit though is gonna be able to flank on the Irish, which is not great. Kirkman's gunners ready to set up. I've got then 4 batteries firing. Let's unsettle these by targeting specifically them. And then the 2 guns that are setting up here will be focusing in on this area. Hopefully not firing through our own. And maybe we can score even more kills for the 2 cavalry units. Although at this point they have lost a lot. They're really focusing in their troop advancement right here. The Irish will turn to face their entire unit, will face this way. They're going to try and break the center where the light troops are, it looks like. Trying to force their way in between my units. What are these guys doing? I think they're just as fed up with the battle as I am at this point. Yeah, their attack is completely faltering. They do have a bloody 12-pounder. There is another unit coming in. This battle will last forever. But they're broken here now, so we will advance with these troops. And we'll order the guns to pick new targets, which I guess is this one. We will have all 4 batteries target that one. We've got more units coming in. The 6th, 26th, 11th, or actually the 10th, and then Fusiliers. Be heading this way. The amount of artillery fire that will be coming down on this, quite intense. But you know what? Given the situation we got here, we can continue to drag this on for quite a while. But it's quite clear, I would say, that I have won the fight. And it's now just about forcing the Hanoverians to realize it's over as well. And so with that, and even though muskets are going off all over the field, I will declare victory. We have a victory after, I don't know how long that battle took, but it took forever to complete. 6,700 deployed on our side against 7,800 on the enemy. We ended up losing 2,000 men, so about a third of our force died, with 4,500 men remaining. The enemy, though, lost 6,000 men, with 1,700 remaining. Highest kills goes to the heavy cavalry, Marshal Ney's heavy cavalry, followed by a Trillier Grenadier Guard, managed to get 600 kills, 6th Dragoons, 500, and then it falls rapidly here. It's the 2 Young Guard Artillery, which, you know, fired throughout the battle. And as we go along, you can kind of see who's ending up here on the list. It's mostly unit from the 1st Army, which is no surprise. And as we go along, you can kind of see. And here's a bunch of units that didn't get anything. Wonderful. All units are intact. and the Hanoverians are broken. Let's see. Marshal Ney gets Hero of the Army, and Marshal Ney gets Attacking General. Marshal Ney is kind of broken down, so we'll have Suchet lead the attack. I guess I'll have to lay siege this way. It's heavily in my favor. The thing that worries me is a unit, they might focus in losses on a specific unit and kill it, and there's a lot of units that I will not be able to recruit back again, like a lot of German regiments and so on. I will have to resolve, but first I will have to save. And it was a victory, and no unit was destroyed. We lost 600 men, but we took out their entire force, and the Hanoverians are now done for. I wonder if I should hold this. It's pretty good to... The reason why I would hold this is because I don't need, actually, because I can get trade route through, once I take this territory, I can get trade route to Oldenburg through there. So I can, in fact, liberate this, but I feel like Hanover probably has quite a lot of special units for me. But the thing is, we will have to hold the area for so long. So I guess we go for liberate. Even though I like to recruit specific troops for the area. We got, we can, technically we can only have one of these. I have but I have 3. I guess General Mortimer, that's the guy in Paris, Governor of Hanover, created the Hanoverian Legion in 1803. That's this guy, I think, unless there's another Mortimer. Battalions, long range, 160 range. Does that mean they're rifles, or is it just skirmishers? I would like to actually get some rifles. Our own, what are, let's see, do I have my own skirmishers in this army? It's the guys in green. It's 160, yeah, it's not rifles. Rifles have, I think, even higher range. Right, even more Germans. I don't know. I don't like these because they're so low on troops. So that was kind of a dud. I'll be sending them over to the Dutch guy. The swamp Germans will get it. We get good replenishment rate here though. And from here we'll be able to hit the Mecklenburgers. So I will just move up to the bridge with Ney. Lots of Danish people standing around. And soon enough you will go in here. The agent will head over and infiltrate Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg, I feel like what they have left here, that's an auto-resolve. Can I set up trade with Hanover? Currently no, and I can't trade with Oldenburg either. I'll be able to turn these guys friendly though pretty rapidly by gifting technology and stuff like that. Given the battle though was so long, it is definitely time for me to say goodbye. There isn't much to say more than reiterate some things. Naming captains for the ships. I think that's easier than renaming the ships, maybe. And the timer. The 60-minute timer. Had I had the 60-minute timer on that battle, I definitely would not have been able to do it. And we would have lost the battle. Be beaten back. The Hanoverians wouldn't follow us though, because they would have been forced to follow us into Prussian territory. So that would have saved us, but yeah. So those two things, and the Polish army is on the way. So we will have more troops coming up. And with that, I feel like I've said everything that I need to say. And so, I will be saying, like I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.